Hey, thank you for not believing in me. Yes, Lord. Anybody listening right now, don't never let nobody's opinion of you determine yourself.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lorenzo coming to you with another podcast episode. It's been a minute, man. It's been a while. I haven't done a podcast in like a week, So it's good to be back. It's good to be back getting this thing going. And I'm gonna try to stay as consistent with it as much as possible. Um, However, I do have to be a little transparent. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be a little honest about what's going on because your boy, he's been going through it. He's been going through it mentally. I've really been battling with a lot of stuff. I did get overwhelmed and had somewhat of a relapse. Um, uh, had a lot to drink. I consumed a lot of alcohol on yesterday, and as a result, I was drunk. But because of what I was already dealing with mentally, um, it brought out, you know, a side of me that um, I didn't know I was still struggling with. Because things were starting to pick up, things were starting to get better for me. I had stopped drinking, for a while and got better with it. Got back in the gym, started working out, um, getting booked for acting roles and stuff like that. You know, podcast going. So I just been trying to like stay busy and stay productive, but in a positive way, right? But I didn't know I was still battling with, you know, things that I had going on, and that alcohol brought it out. I'm still kind of affected by it. That's why I'm looking all crazy. But but yeah, man. I don't think people understand how much of a struggle it is for a black man to try to be the best man that he can be, and try to navigate through life, in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a better father, like that was an issue for me, um, for a while, because I haven't always been there for my kids in the way that I should have. And anytime that they reach out to me and they need something and I'm not able to provide it, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. Um, and that in itself is a struggle. You know, um, and I don't think people really understand how hard it is for a black man, to um, try to find his way in this world, because he's always trying his best to just show up for everybody. And when he can't, he feels like a failure. And there are times where I do feel like I'm failing. Yesterday I felt like a failure. Yesterday I felt like um, I just felt purposeless, right? And you know, even though yesterday I was on set, I've been filming all this week, and it's always good to do what I love, but at the same time, I was still struggling with a lot of personal stuff, a lot of things that just really had me overwhelmed. And I was just trying to get through the day the best way that I could. But after I was done with filming, man, I was just needing something to help take the edge off. And going back to alcohol to help me with that, needless to say, I'm very disappointed in myself. Right, I'm very disappointed in myself because I got better with it, and things was just for me heading in the right direction. But then it's like that happened. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm sharing all that to to say to my fellow kings out there, um, it's okay to have those moments. It's okay to um, have those moments where you're not feeling okay, and it's okay to admit that you're not okay. It's okay. I know there's been this stigma placed upon Black men, you know, surrounding mental health and and us expressing our emotions. I know, society has, framed us as, being weak if we express our feelings about not being okay. I know we've been, we've been conditioned and taught to not show emotions because that was us showing weakness, and we've been taught and conditioned not to do that. But at the end of the day, um yes, we do have those moments where we're not good, where we're not okay, you know. But I think because of the way we were brought up, um we don't know how to um process those feelings. We don't know how to get through those feelings. So what we do, we end up just doing stupid stuff to help us to get through it, you know? And um I know it's hard for us to even bring ourselves to a place of comfort to express our vulnerabilities. But even when we do, even when we do want to talk to someone about it, we're afraid that it's going to be used against us. And there have been times where it has been. I know for me personally, me expressing my feelings, and me having those mental breakdowns, and you know um I didn't have the luxury of having someone to be there for me. you know Anytime that I did express myself, it was used against me. um it was dismissed, felt like it didn't matter. So that made it even hard, for me to even want to talk about what I had going on, right? So it's just, sometimes, man, you just got to get through it the best way that you can. And unfortunately, for a lot of us, the only way we know how to do it is to resort to what we think is going to help bring us that relief that we need, whether it's drugs, alcohol, sex, um, spending money, whatever. We always look for external things to help us to get through those hard times, you know. Um, but I think at some point we do have to figure out a way to get better and to do it the right way. We may not always know what that is. We may not know what that looks like, but we just have to do the best that we can. And that's what a lot of us are doing right now. We're trying the best that we can. And you know, that's really all we can do. It's really all we can do. So anyway, man, that's what I felt like sharing. Just wanted to be transparent, just wanted to be vulnerable for a bit. Um just wanted to, you know, just release, you know what I'm saying? Just talk about it and release, and maybe this will help people who find it hard, especially Black men. Maybe this will help, you know, Black men find it easier to talk about what they got going on, or to even admit that they got things going on mentally, and they don't really know how to do it. They don't know how to handle it. They just know how to do it the way that they've always done it. For me, it was alcohol. I wish I would have had a different route, but you know, alcohol was always my go-to. And yeah. So all we can do is just try our best to get better. Take it day by day. Of course, we're not always going to have good days. We're not always going to be in the best of moods. We're not going to always be in the best mental space, emotional space. Um, but you just have to, do what you can, to get through it, and um, everybody may not understand why you do the things that you do and why you handle things the way that you do, but not everybody has walked in your shoes. Not everybody has been on your journey. So, of course, they're not going to understand. But at the end of the day, this is your journey. This is your path. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep thriving. And just keep pushing. Black man, keep pushing. Keep doing what you've been doing. Keep being the strong black man that you've been. Keep being the person that perseveres. You know, the person who just continues to fight, no matter how hard it is. And the fact that we live in a world who doesn't really love us like that, that should make us want to fight even more. You know, fight for ourselves, fight for our families, fight for our ancestors. You know, we just got to keep fighting, man. We just got to keep fighting. And I also want to let y'all know, black man, it's okay not to be okay. And it's okay to reach out when you need someone to talk to. It's okay. You know what I mean? There's always better outlooks on how to get through things, you know. And I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy, but just know that we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be okay. We just got to keep pushing. We got to keep fighting. So anyway, it's Friday, so I hope y'all have a great weekend. Of course, I gotta get back to my regular job and get back on the grind, and so I'm about to prepare myself for that. But in the meantime, continue to fight, continue to push, continue to persevere. Don't stop, no matter what. Let them marinate. Salute.
Hey, thank you for not believing in me. Yes, Lord. Anybody listening right now, don't never let nobody opinion of you determine yourself.